Hi guys, welcome to Whiskey Web Wednesday. This week we have a review for you and it is Caol Ila 18-year-old. Check out that lovely little bottle, beautifully covered with saran wrap there. And the reason this is on the bottle is because when I opened it the cork fell apart. And there's only one thing to do, folks, when your cork falls apart. That is to drink it as soon as possible. So that is my aim here, is to make sure I review this quickly and that I don't have to have an over-oxidized whiskey sitting around my whiskey cabinet. This was actually a kind gift from a friend that recently visited, so I thought I would take the opportunity to review this 18-year-old Caol Ila and let you know my thoughts of this 18-year-old from Diageo. Distillery is from 1846. It's Portescaig on Islay, and when you go there you've got this beautiful view of the Paps of Jura. So Caol Ila is Gaelic for the sound of Islay, and it's a beautiful stretch of water, but when you get the ferry across from Portescaig to Jura, you can see it's quite a dangerous stretch of water as well. Like, the water moves so quickly and the boat has to account for the rapidly moving water between the two islands. So it's a very elemental place, dramatic scenery, beautiful water. And the Caol Ila distillery itself is actually a bit of a carbuncle, shall we say. I would say it's the Cumbernauld of Islay. It was completely demolished and rebuilt in the 70s. And it definitely has the feel of something that could use a bit more modern architectural input, or maybe a bit more traditional architectural input. So, not the prettiest building, but the spirit it makes is wonderful. And I've loved Caol Ila whiskey for a long time now. Very consistent, very good quality. They've got 3 spirit stills, 3 wash stills, and they actually have the largest output of any distillery in Islay, 6.5 million litres of alcohol a year. So they're one of the juggernauts of Islay peated whiskey, and a lot of this stuff goes into Johnnie Walker blends like Black Label. So it's widely used in the blending industry. I think I'll do a quig-sized dram since I'm trying to get rid of this El Pronto. It's 43% alcohol. It says it's highly prized among devotees of the Islay style. A hidden gem. Unmistakable peaty Islay character. The first notes I'm getting, well, quite buttery actually. It's reminding me of butter on toast. There's salted caramel there. The peat smoke combines with the salty sea air. It's quite fruity as well, and we're talking like guava here. Some of your tropical fruits. Now for the taste. Now this is 18 years, so we're going to leave it in my mouth for at least 18 seconds. Let it swirl around, let those flavours mingle. You know, that's quite a long time in the cask, so you want to take your time with this stuff. Oh, yeah, it's nice. A lot more iodine on the palate. A salty warmth going down. Very salty actually. But a nice balance between the smoke, the sweetness, and the saltiness. And I think that's what you often find with 18-year-old scotches, is that they're beautifully balanced. It's a wonderful age range for a lot of scotches. A lot of my favourites are between kind of like 15 and 18 years old. So if you think like a Springbank 15 or a Talisker 18, fantastic. But if you want like the raw peat, then it might be a little too old for you, because as you age peated whiskey, you actually lose some of the stronger peaty notes. You lose stuff during distillation, you lose peat during maturation, so every time it's going down. So if you like the really peaty stuff, go for the younger Islay whiskies, maybe like a wee beastie or an 8-year-old Lagavulin, something like that. The price of this one is around 80 to 90 pounds, 110 euros in Europe. In Canada you're looking at between 130 and 190 dollars. So it's not too bad. I mean, it's quite accessible for the age. And you may be asking yourself the question, should I buy Caol Ila 18-year-old? And the answer is yes, you should. But there's one problem with this whiskey, and that is 43% just doesn't, 43% just doesn't do it justice. If this was 46, 48, 50, this would be an incredible dram. But with the 43%, it does have a slightly kind of washed out presentation to it. Like, I can imagine this whiskey straight out of the cask or stronger strength just being a lot more explosive in the mouth, whereas right now it's a little understated. But if you're looking for a nice delicate Islay peaty whiskey, this is an excellent choice, and I'm a big fan of Caol Ila, so yeah, always willing to have a Caol Ila by the fire. So I hope you enjoyed that little review of this 18-year-old Caol Ila. If you have any corked whiskies, get them drunk ASAP. Cheers folks, see ya.